Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich, this is RR37 and we're back with another episode of the Middlesbrough career mode right here in FIFA 21 today. It is past pre-season kind of now. We're starting to move towards the domestic season. Of course, we didn't do as well as we normally do in the pre-season tournament, coming away with a loss in the finals, which was a bit of a confidence shaker against Porto. If that is going to be the level that we're going this season, being in the Champions League and all, we could be in for more of a struggle than we were last season. Almost second season syndrome, if you like. We have to be really careful to avoid that. We'll obviously do our best to do that. But moving into this episode, you can see that Coulson's already flattened his development at 77 this season. We said we were going to play the 4-2-3-1, and this is what I've decided the team's going to be. We've got Silas up front, Pavon, Almada and our new signing Urzi behind him. We're going to have Dela Cruz and Ferguson rather than Cook in the middle, because Ferguson got better creative numbers last season. And then we've got Burnaby, Ayer, McNair, Buta and Ramsdale at the back and in goal. And on the bench we're going to have Reina. He's going to swap around game for game probably with Silas until we get a proper number one. Akpom's still not 100% sure what's going to happen with him yet, which is why I've moved him further down the line on the bench. We've got Phoenix on the bench, we've got Goronen on the bench, but of course we can't have Fry on the bench because we need to complete that objective this season of getting Evan and Havard in the 30% or more of the games. And then of course the reserves, we've got Wilkie, Clark, who need to be going out on loan. They still haven't gone yet. Roberts, to be fair, shouldn't be down there. He surely has to go onto the bench and Phoenix comes off. Other than that, I think I'm happy with the squad. The transfer window's still open if anything springs to mind before it closes, obviously. But yeah, that's how we're going to look to line up this season. Hopefully we can do well. We're kicking off against Liverpool, but what does the Premier League season begin to look like? We got a nice 2-week break to get over that loss from Porto as well. So we're going to open against Liverpool as well. And then we've got the Super Cup against Bayern Munich, followed 3 days later by Man City. That is a horrible, cruel opening round of fixtures for us there. Oh, that's going to be really tough. And then, of course, we've got Palace and Burnley down there as well. But, yeah, that is probably one of the toughest starts to the season. Liverpool twice, Man City and Bayern Munich as well. That's going to be really tough. We're going to have to see how we come out from that. Of course, the goals this season, where the Premier League is concerned, is to be safe first and foremost, just like last season, and then see where that takes us. But it's time, I think, now to start moving towards this Liverpool game and the Community Shield. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And I bought it back just a couple of days before the Community Shield, just because some things are happening that I want you guys to see. It's mainly, to be honest, in the emails. We've had a few offers for some players that I've turned down. Wilkie has had a loan offer there, as you can see. But first of all, Chelsea, of all teams, have came in for Jeffrey, which is just not going to happen. Where can I show you guys that? Here we go. Jeffrey, yep, they offered 3.7 million for him, which is a bit of a joke really. I wouldn't have sold him anyway, which you can see by the fact that I've blocked it. And then we had another offer come in for Wood on loan, again refused that and blocked as well. And then we've got a loan to buy offer here from Young Boys for Wilkie. So I'm going to go ahead and try and negotiate this, because if they're just happy enough to take him out on loan, then I'm more than happy for that to happen. But I'm not ready to sell him yet, which is why he's on the loan list in the first place. I do believe that he could come good with a loan. So if they're happy to just have him on loan without the option to buy, I'm more than happy for that to go through, but I'm not looking to sell him. So let's see how that proposal turns out. And no, they will not do it. He's going to storm out. They would only take him if they could buy him as well. So we'll just keep trying to get him out somewhere. The same with Clark as well. But yeah, I'm not looking to sell either of them. So loan to buy offers are just not going to cut it. But I just wanted you guys to see that really. And now we're going to continue with our advancement towards this Community Shield. The fact that we didn't win the pre-season tournament makes me even more determined that I do want to win this. And the fact as well that we're going to be opening up our Premier League season against Liverpool, as Fry is saying that he wants to play here, but I've not had time yet to play with the full first team, so I don't expect that he's going to be getting a game today. But yeah, I was going to say winning this game, even though it is, as people say, only the Community Shield. For one thing, it's still a trophy, but the second thing, like I was just going to say, is the fact that it's against Liverpool, who we're opening up against. There's a mental edge to be had there with a good performance and a good win. But yeah, first question today is predictably really about Ozzy's debut, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to make a difference. I would hope so. We're kind of going out on a whim. I've never used him or heard of him before. That he can come in and do what Pavon's done down the other wing. And up against Liverpool, what are we expecting today? Really just a good performance. We conceded way too many goals in pre-season, and in the end that is what cost us. So I'm hoping that now we've got all the first team together, we can tighten up today, still score a hatful of goals, and go out and lift that trophy. And again, what are you looking for from your team? I've literally just answered that question. But yeah, we're going to look for getting into the winning habit, which is exactly, of course, what I am looking for.
Apologies if you couldn't ask a question.
Again,
thank you very much.
An honest answer to all the questions, as it's been all the way throughout. Whether you guys have seen it on camera or whether it's been off camera, it has always been the most honest answer. But with all that done now, we have one last check of the squad, make sure no one's moved about and that everything is okay, which it does look to be. It's a real shame that I can't get Phoenix into a game like this. Probably Joel Pedro as well, who did actually have a good pre-season. But again, I've not had chance to just settle down and use the first team all the way through pre-season. So this is kind of my pre-season, if you like, getting used to the way that everyone plays again. Especially the fact that, like I mentioned in the last episode, it has been some time now since I last sat down and played this. So yeah, hoping that we can hit the ground running here. Liverpool gone with Mane, Firmino, Salah, Thiago, Fabinho and Kroos. So no Koke in there, which is good for us. And the usual suspects, I would imagine, at the back. It is going to be a massive, massive test for us, as it is a nice sunny day at Wembley, like it normally is for the Community Shield. I expect Liverpool to give us a really, really tough game here. We know that they're going to come out with that press. We're going to have to move the ball quick against them today. The Community Shield looks glorious. I do actually really like the way that trophy looks. I definitely want to win it. I'm sure Klopp wants to win it as well. It's a great way to kick off any season, especially the fact that we didn't win the pre-season trophy this season. It would be great to win this. Of course, it's going to be very, very hard. Alisson there looks fully focused. Trent just in shot over his right shoulder as well. It is an insane squad this Liverpool team have got. We've seen the lineups though. We know what ours is like. We know what theirs is like. So let's just skip through that. We've got Ramsdale dancing on his toes. He looks ready as well. The crowd are in full voice, obviously singing that Liverpool anthem. Silas is pulling his socks up down and he's about ready to get this Community Shield underway. It is us and Liverpool for the first domestic trophy of the season. Here we go. It is off, it is underway, and we are moving the ball quickly. This is typically how I do start my games, especially when I've not played in a while. Just getting everyone a touch of the ball, making sure they're comfortable, making me grow in confidence as well as the game goes on. It has been a bit since the last time I played, so again, just feeling my way through the first few minutes. But there is a gap here, unfortunately. De La Cruz offers his pass, had a really bad first touch. This is what we're going to have to look out for today, though. It's that first clipped ball over the fullback into either Mane or Salah, depending what wing that they're on. I do feel a little bit more confident having Buta in today against Mane rather than Dyke Steele. That's a good take there from Ramsdale. So first 10 minutes nearly are up now, and we're basically both just feeling each other out at the minute. Speaking of Buta, though, he's got all the grass in the world to run into here. None of them are going to keep up with him. It's a viciously whipped ball into the box there. A lot of pace on that one. And the opening signs are actually really encouraging. We've almost felt our way through their back line twice. So if that continues, this could be a really, really good game for us. Ends in a throw-in. Liverpool are trying to get in, but Aya's having a really, really good game at the moment. He's just getting in the way of everything. He's nicking the ball off their front three and starting us playing just like we are now. Almada's got this one. Silas spins. De La Cruz has got in again. Is he onside though? We don't know yet, but he's going to finish it though. And we are 1-0 up against Liverpool. Just 15 minutes gone. He threatened to break through earlier off Ozil's pass. This time he does get in. It's a much better first touch, and once it's in behind, for all the money in the world, you would normally, when we see it from this angle here, the near post shot is just on all the way along, but no, he has opened his body, bent it into that far corner. That focused Alisson we saw earlier, he can do nothing about that. It very much looks like De La Cruz was onside as well. The goal is going to stand, and that is just what we wanted. I said the signs were encouraging, that we'd nearly broke through that back line twice before. That third time lucky for us. It's De La Cruz off the mark this season. Oh, but Salah has absolutely just skinned Burnaby there. Can Aya get in front once again? He's forced Salah backwards, which is a good thing. We win the header and we get away with that one, but Liverpool are much higher up the pitch than they have been all game this time. It's a good interception, but we can't get it out at the minute. It's dealt with this time by Almada. Burnaby's giving Salah a right game, and that's not going to be a foul apparently. I thought that was a foul myself, but no, and Liverpool are coming again. Mane this time, since Salah's had no joy. They're moving the ball a lot quicker here, and it won't let me select Aya to cut that one out, and Salah's in, and he puts it in off the post, and just like that, Liverpool are back in this game. I did want to control Aya there to try and get in the way. The game, for whatever reason, would not let me do it. Just here, I wanted Aya to try and get a foot in. It wouldn't let me do it. Salah though has absolutely done Burnaby there. He's wrong-footed him, and the Liverpool man gets them back into the game, and all of a sudden the feeling out process is over, and we're just going to go at each other now by the looks of it. This game has gone through a lot of spells really quickly. We had the feeling out process, then it went end to end, and now it's starting to settle into a bit of a pattern, but not one that I'm really happy about. Liverpool are just starting to just wrestle control of this game away from us at the minute now. They're starting to become the side, since they scored, that's put in their stamp and authority on the game. It's getting really tough to get a hold of the ball, and when we do get it, it's hard to get out. And this is not looking good here. We do get Aya this time, and again he gets the blocking. He's our best player on the pitch at the moment, but we might be able to counter here. Silas has got a bit of room, and Ozil's in on his debut. Can he finish? He can indeed. He's bent it into the far post. 38 and a half minutes in for this man to get his first goal for the club, to put us back in front in a showpiece occasion. He's made a great run, and to be fair, the ball from Silas was timed perfectly, and he just gathered himself there. He had a lot of time to think about that, Ozzy, but that did not put him off. And we find ourselves now back in front in this game once again, and that man is off the mark on his debut. This could be a really, really good season if this is how we're going to play against Liverpool. We have got to be cautious though. We know how dangerous they are. And Mane there, he couldn't get past Buta cleanly. He's had to go backwards, and that's a real plus that he's having to do that at the minute. Robertson's really far forward at this point. He's took Buta out of the game now. We committed and didn't win the ball. Gonna have to be careful doing that. But again, the man of the match so far, and not only has he won it this time, but just look at what we've got here. He's in. It's 4 against 2, 4 against 1. He might have took a bit too long this time. I think he has. Almada, it's just wide. It is just wide. When we get that ball back, I thought it might have been offside, but no. But he's just sliced that wide. That's a big moment in this game. That could have put us 2 goals ahead right on half time, and from there I would feel pretty comfortable. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2-1 going into the break now. Pavon plays that one back nicely. Almada picks it up again. Silas has dropped that off to De La Cruz nicely. It's out to Pavon again. Can he get inside here? I think the defender there saw that one come in, and that is going to do it. It is half time in the Community Shield. We're 1 goal up against Liverpool. It is 2-1. We've got Ozzy scoring on his debut. De La Cruz scored a nice goal. Salah's was a nice one as well, to be fair. And look at Wembley in all its glory there as we go off for the break, 2-1 up. There you can see the stats. Liverpool having slightly more of the ball, but we're holding our own in chance creation. If that continues, this could be anything, to be honest. There's potent attacks on either side. And yeah, the attacks, I would say, are on top at the moment, other than against Aya, who's had an absolutely world-class game at the moment. To keep this front 3 of Liverpool quiet the way that he has done is nothing short of spectacular. He's really been strong for us. That's nicely won there as well. Oh, nearly, very, very nearly for Almada there, as he saw that pass early again. We can't get close to Fabinho at the moment. No, that's a bit worrying, and Ramsdale makes a good save down to that near post of his there. Cruz really caught hold of this one. Big save from the keeper. It weren't really in the corner, but it still had to be saved. Cruz puts it in now. Strong punch there from Ramsdale as well. Can we pick this ball up maybe? We can with De La Cruz. He's just about got past Trent there. He's not going to get in front of him though. He's gone inside. Trent's done really well to get that back there, and Liverpool have possession once again. Liverpool on the attack once again from that Trent tackle with Salah. But Burnaby has done really well there to intercept that. Ozzy's put a decent ball out there. Oh, this is nice play between Silas and Almada. And surely this time he's going to score. And if he does, which he does, it's put this game to bed now, surely, against Liverpool. We look as for all the world now as we're going to go on and lift ourselves the Community Shield. What a day out it's been. The fans are jumping at Wembley. Alisson can't quite believe it. As soon as Silas plays that ball to Almada, the Liverpool defence just cannot catch up with him, and he's got all the time, just like Ozzy earlier, to think about what kind of finish he wants to apply there. He's chose the right one, and this is looking really good for us now, guys. So going into this phase of the game at the moment, we're still looking really comfortable. Liverpool still having a lot of the ball, but not really creating real chances. We're going to bring Reina on in this one. Actually, no, we don't. We're going to bring Jeffrey on in this one. We took McNair out just because Aya's having such a really good game, to bring Evan on. Havard's coming on as well. Liverpool making changes now. So, yeah, both managers deciding now is the time to pull the respective triggers. Brewster's coming on for Firmino. Wijnaldum's come on for Thiago. We've got Jeffrey for us on for Silas, Evan for McNair as you've just seen, and of course Havard for Ramsdale. There's still over 20 minutes of this game to go yet, so we're going to have to really give protection to our goal there. And just as I'm saying that, Liverpool pull off a right stinger of a shot there. Gets the wrong side of Evan already, but Hazard bails him out there. I cannot wait until that objective's done, to be fair, guys. We're really vulnerable when we have to make these changes, but again, it is a high or critical objective, so it has got to be done. Van Dijk's in our box now, playing it nicely to Salah there, but Ozzy this time comes away with the ball. Decent ball inside as well. Have to make sure these passes stick. Oh, this is beautiful on the counter. Can Ferguson just get in front? He can. Can he possibly find Pavon? He doesn't try, and in the end, it's a tame effort. If he just puts that one to his left, that is probably game over. Chose not to, and we just got to be careful of not conceding another one now. It's that clip ball over the top again, but there's too much on it this time, and that will go out harmlessly. There's not long left to go in this one now. We need to see that out, which we do with Buta this time. Can we get away? He's been brilliant today, by the way, and what a ball that is. Surely Almada's in to just wrap this game up now. He's got Jeffrey on his left hand side. He's going to use him, and that is game. It is all done. I think it was done anyway. 90th minute. We bring on what for me is still the most pure finisher at this club. To be fair, he couldn't miss this one. Almada broke through brilliantly. It was a great ball from Ozzy. He's played a few of those in today, and we're going to have to keep that in mind going into the league fixture, because there's definitely a weakness there from Liverpool, and we have exploited it to the max today. And in just a few short minutes, we are going to be lifting the Community Shield at Wembley to start this domestic season off. We have been so much better than Liverpool in front of goal today. They, yes, have had more of the ball. They have had more shots, but for clear-cut chances, I don't think they've had as many as us, and they definitely haven't taken as many as us. It is 4-1 against Liverpool to kick this season off. We're lifting a trophy as well as we go and shake hands with Klopp there. Salah can't quite believe it. Pavon's happy, the whole team's happy, the crowd will be happy as well. With the armband, of course, because McNair went off. And you know what? He has stood up and been a really pivotal player in this game today. So it seems just really that he's going to be the one to put his hands and lift the Community Shield. Here we go now. The fans are happy. Everyone is happy. And we've got ourselves underway in the best possible way this season. There you go. The crowd are jumping at Wembley. The commiserations to Liverpool. They gave it a good go. We were the better side today. We just have to hope that going forward they don't come for the throat in revenge. But yeah, that's the first time I've been able to use the entire first team together. It felt really, really good. A lot more confident going into the season now than I was after we played that Porto game. And there you have it, guys. We finished the last episode with pain. We start this one with joy. It is the ups and downs of our beautiful game, but that was definitely an up, definitely a high. And yeah, we can, like I say, go into this season with a lot of confidence now. Not just because of the result, but the performance as well. We were really, really good at the back today, especially Aya, which for me, it was between him and Ozzy for man of the match, but I would definitely go ahead and give it to Aya. We got a few things to take care of here before we play Liverpool again, and one of them is really interesting. I mentioned earlier in the episode that I think that we have too many strikers at this club for the way that we set up now, and honestly, in the back of my mind, it was always going to be between Akpom and Joao Pedro, of which one was going to go because of the nature and the style of the forward that they are. And Dortmund have come in here and they've given us a really decent offer. But if you look at what we can get here, I believe it's between 51 and 75.5 million. I think I'm about ready to let Akpom go for that kind of money. it's not a decision I make lightly. Trust me, I've been, before this bit came on camera, really put some thought into this because of what he's meant to this career mode so far. But we have to keep moving forward, and if we can get that kind of money, then I think we should go ahead and do it. So yeah, if they offer between... Wait, what have I just done? Oh my god. That press of the button there has just cost us about 30 to 35 million pounds. Oh man, what on earth made me do that? That's really disappointing. Of course, there is nothing that I can do about it now. We have to move on. And at the moment, Argentina have sent us all goalkeepers with the scout report. I've never had that happen before. But I cannot believe that I've just cost us, with the wrong press of a button, about 35 million. Dortmund, if he accepts that move, are going to have an absolute bargain there. That is a costly mistake. I apologise for that, guys, and to myself as well. When I watch this back, I just want to say, Rich, what an absolute idiot you are. Oh, 35 million mistake. You could get sacked for that, surely. Of course, it's not going to happen, but geez, if that was to happen in real life. But anyway, we're in Brazil now. We've got one player worth looking at the moment. To be honest, the rest of them are not looking great. Some with decent potentials, but their overalls just absolutely trash. And some with trash overalls and not even decent potential. So, out of all those reports, we've only got the one player that's worth looking at a little bit longer. Clark now, interestingly, has finished his position change. I believe that I'm trying to get all of the midfielders to be able to play CDM, CM and Cam. And Clark here has finished his Cam training now. So while he's still around, we're going to put him onto CDM training. I do hear hover over, but I'm like, yeah, we want him to be able to play CDM as well. So I do go back and alter that. I don't know if that happens on camera or not, but yeah, I definitely do go and alter that to train him into CDM. It just makes sense that they can cover all kinds of what they're going to need to be able to do on the pitch. That's why we've also got strikers training Cam. Cam's training to be strikers and all of that. So we've got a really fluid squad in the reserves, on the bench, in the first team. It just is, yeah, on the pitch we've got a lot of players that are playing free roam, so if they're comfortable in all the positions they might take up, then to me it just makes absolute sense to do that. But yeah, we're going against Liverpool again. It is going to be Joao Pedro wanting to play this game. And he has had a decent season, but again, Silas played really well. Rain is going to have to get some game time. What's letting Joao down really is that he doesn't quite have, for me, it doesn't feel on the ball that he's quite as good as Reina, who's only been here a short time. He had a good pre-season himself. And Silas with his back to goal. Joao Pedro for me is somebody that you would have more running in behind. So for that reason, that's why he's struggling to get into the team at the moment. We'll see how the game develops though. I'm going to put him on the bench. And if we can get a couple of goals up, maybe he gets half an hour, 20 minutes at the end of the game. But yeah, I'm not expecting that to be the case against Liverpool. But I wasn't expecting it to be the case in the Community Shield. And we saw what happened there. So, yeah, we want to race to 40 points this season. And this is a real tough start to that mission there. And then after that we've got City as well. It is very a realistic possibility that we come away from our first two Premier League games with no points or 2 points. Maybe we can come away with a 6. I don't want to sound defeatist, but you know, it's going to be really tough. And can we finish in the top half this season? The players are good enough. We obviously are going to have to be consistent, but first and foremost, I've just said it, I know it's an answer there, is that we have to guarantee our safety again this season. And the fans believe losing Akpom is going to be a blow, but do we already have his replacement in Silas? Well, that is the plan, so absolutely, it is up to the lad himself to perform. He's ready to put in the hard work, I would hope that he is, and he's definitely got all the tools to make that position his own that I'm looking for. And of course Reina as well, so there's competition up there. And this looks to be a tough game, absolutely it does. How are we feeling about the clash with Mr. Klopp's team? Are your boys confident? Well, the spirit should be good after the Community Shield. The other option now, we're in good spirits, is that not the same thing? So we're going to go with confidence is high, which it should be after that result. But in terms of the video, guys, I'm going to leave you with the highlights of this Liverpool game. Fingers crossed it's going to be a win, and I will see you all back for the next one. But until then, guys, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.